Okay. Yeah. My name is Coach Jude Wanfo, and I have come with a topic today. The topic I'm coming with today is for those who are up to the age of getting married, but are still not married. People who have a phobia for commitment. Okay, you are you have gotten to the age to get married, but you are not married. Come, this is for you. But before I start, I will tell you a story of Michael, a guy. This guy he has a very high standard for a woman he's going to marry. It's such guys that believe that God has cut out a woman, a soulmate for him, and kept the soulmate somewhere. And his job is to look for and find this soulmate. And whenever he finds this soulmate, the marriage is going to be a bed of roses. It's going to be perfect. That's his school of thought. Okay. At a point, his brother accused him of being so, choosy, being so, high-handed, looking for perfect woman. But he accused his brother that his brother has no, he's not in the position to talk to him about marriage because that his brother is already divorced. If you know about marriage, you wouldn't have divorced your wife. And besides, if you had waited a little more time, if you had, courted your wife or maybe tried another woman, by now you would have still been in marriage. So he wrote off his brother. Okay, this guy, he got close to getting married one time when he was dating a girl called Ngozi. This Ngozi was almost near perfect, a very good girl. He got engaged to the girl, preparing to get married. But at the point, he said, what if my soulmate is somewhere waiting for me and I'm dating this girl, planning to get married to this girl? If I get married to Ngozi now, maybe in the next 2 years, my soulmate will surface. That would be very, very bad. And besides, he has started looking at Ngozi and started finding out some faults here and there from Ngozi. So little faults, which got, big when he got engaged to the girl. Those small things he was seeing started getting bigger and bigger, you know. So he called off the relationship because he doesn't want a situation whereby he gets married to Ngozi now and tomorrow his soulmate will surface. That's going to be a big blow to him. So he called off the marriage. Ngozi called him a lot of names, accused him of so many things, being a Casanova, being a being a commitment phobe. Okay, she said a lot of things to the guy, but nobody could convince the guy. Even his friends called him a lot of names. They told him his friends told him that he's too choosy, that this thing is going to spoil something for him. But the guy didn't listen. He paid deaf ears. He didn't listen to anybody. Okay. So at a point, some strange things started happening in the guy's life. What he noticed was that anytime he goes out on a date, he will be looking at, he'll be looking for faults on the girl. It's like somebody who have come for an interview, looking for faults to find where the girl is, miss, getting to know where the girl is falling short. Okay, that was what he began to do, and he started getting into him. He started eating into him like cancer. He became afraid. He thought he was sabotaging himself because there is never a girl we find, no matter how good that girl is, when he starts to look, he must find one or two things, little things. And because of the first time, he felt that those little things will blossom into bigger things when he gets committed to the girl. So that is how you know, he kept canceling his relationships. He kept killing his relationships. He kept stopping his relationships with girls. So I don't know about you. Are you finding it difficult to get committed to a relationship? If you are finding it difficult to get committed to a relationship, come. If you are willing to get into a relationship that is going to work, that is to get committed to a relationship that is going to work, then these 7 tips I have here is going to help you. Just sit back and listen to these 7 tips. Adjust your attitude towards the woman you intend to marry. That is those women you date. Adjust your attitude. It's going to go a long way. That's number 1 tip. Number 2, look for a happily married couple, Christian couples. Okay? Look for them and ask them those things that bothered them initially in their marriage that later became so endearing to them that is making their marriage to work. Okay? That's number 2. Again, identify 4 or 5 qualities in your dream woman. That is the woman you dream to marry. Identify those 4 or 5 qualities. Then try to look for a way to see, those qualities in the woman that you date currently. Okay? And look for a way to let all those other minor, trivial, bad attitudes in the girl, just let them go. Don't think about them. Concentrate on the good qualities in those babes you date. And those 4 or 5 qualities of your dream woman. Look for them. If you can find 2 or 3, just hold on to it and let the other ones, the other negative sides of it, let them go. That's number 3. If you find a woman you like, a woman that strikes a chord in you, okay, what you need to do is to look for those good qualities in her. Okay, make a list of those good qualities in her. Keep it where you will always find it handy, where you will always see it. Keep it there so that you will always see those good qualities in her. Don't ever look for any negative quality. Stick to the good ones in all the women you're dating. That's number 4. Number 5. Try and identify your weaknesses. Okay? Accepting the flaws in your own attitude may help you to accept the weaknesses in the woman that you date. Once you get involved with any woman, open up to her and discuss about your perfectionistic tendencies. Acknowledge it as a character flaw, okay, that you are working on, and ask her for understanding and patience. That way, you get a long way. That's number 6. And finally, if it is possible, contact old girlfriends and apologize for any hurt you must have caused because of your critical eye and impossible high standards. That's it. Okay. I think if you stick to this, you would have started working on your commitment phobia. Okay. There is no perfect woman. Show me a perfect woman, and I will show you a dead woman down 6 feet below. Finally, a good garden might have some weeds in it. Okay, that's where I'm going to drop it. My name is still Coach Jude Wanfo.